Good evening and welcome, race fans. Tonight we take to the high banks of Talladega, Alabama here for the Truck Series at Maximum Velocity, and we're good to be back. Oh man, awesome. This should be a good night here of racing, super speedway racing at its finest here at Maximum Velocity. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and thanks again for tuning in here tonight, folks, and hopefully you enjoy the show. All right, just a few seconds left here till qualifying begins, folks. We will step away here and play our national anthem. And we will be right back as soon as we get that done. So again, thanks for tuning in here tonight, folks. Appreciate it.
Guys. And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, Tommy Lee coming in on the pole for the time being here. Yeah, you might try that, Sean. Just maybe try turning it down to 480 for a little bit till the race gets to going, and or try refreshing your page. Maybe try a different browser. Try Firefox, maybe. It should work good in Google Chrome. I don't recommend Internet Explorer at all, but you might try Google Chrome or Firefox. I think they do work a little better. All right, that's going to end qualifying. Let's get down through the grid here as they're getting ready to line them up. And let's see where everybody's starting at. Tommy Lee taking the pole here with a 53.674. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Lee Ridge in second. Brian Pager third. Justin Michael in fourth. Scott Sanderson fifth. Tyler Stanley sixth. Andrew Schulte in seventh. Johnny Smith in eighth. David Bashand in ninth. Nathan Sylvia in 10th. Craig Hawkins 11th. Donald Sadusky 12th. Travis Browder, first one to not qualify tonight, will be starting 13th. Scott Brinson, 14th. Chris Mulhall, 16th. Sean Zulu, 17th. And Kerry Cleaver, 18th. George Hendricks, 19th. Chris Voiles, 20th. So that'll round out the qualifying order for tonight's race, folks. Waiting for our pole setter to take the grid. There he is, Mr. Tommy Lee. And here we go. Well, we've been off for the holidays here all this week. A lot of leagues off. So finally getting back into the booth here. Been off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So welcome back here to Maximum Velocity. Should see a good race here, Talladega tonight. And they're going to be turning 100 laps here tonight, folks. So it is going to be a long race for these guys. If you'll notice, a brand new paint scheme on the pace car. The Children's Cancer Foundation come on board with iRacing this season, or this this season, I guess. And they've painted the car all up really nice for the Children's Cancer Foundation. All right, here we go, folks. Waiting on this moment. Pace car heads down pit road. And they're already on the throttle, but they haven't received the green flag yet. There it is. Green, green, green. go. Wondering what happened. George Hendricks must have started in the pits or something there. It looks like that must be what he did. 17 drivers take to the track here, folks. Tommy Lee coming around here. It looks like he may be the leader of the very first lap of the race. Looks like everybody going to be patient here for a little while and get a few laps chewed up. And yes, I would think it's safe to say Tommy Lee will lead this very first lap. Brian Pager in second. Sanderson third place. Up on the high side, we've got Lee Ridge. And he has got Andrew Schulte right on his tail. Tommy Lee goes to the middle. Lee Ridge up on the high side. Tommy Lee getting into it with Lee Ridge. Oh, we've got wrecking going on there, folks. Oh, let's go back and take a look at it. Hold on a second there. I want to go back to look like Tommy Lee might have got into it with Lee Ridge, but in all fairness, let's take another look at it here. Coming down the backstretch, Lee Ridge is coming up on the high side. Tommy comes over in front of him. Lee goes up to the high line, him and Andrew Schulte having such a run, and he did not want to break that run. Lee's up there wiggling a little bit. And it looks like Lee comes down into the side of Tommy Lee. Yes, he comes down into the side of Tommy Lee, and that really upsets his truck right there. Up into the outside wall they go. Andrew Schulte right along with him. Now, it looks like he had it saved there, which we've seen a couple other trucks getting involved there. It looks like some serious net coating or something there. That was Craig Hawkins. And he goes like right inside of Andrew Schulte's truck. That's weird. We see that from time to time. And also Tyler Stanley getting involved in that. So we've got several trucks going to be damaged here, folks. Wow. First thing out of the gate here. So back up to the front, we've got Brian Pager going to be our leader. And I believe probably pit road is a flurry of activity. Yes, we've got quite a few guys on pit road. I forgot to look and see if they did have a reset. Yes, one quick repair here tonight. Looks like there may be some people towing. Or they're opting to sit there and get that damage fixed up without using that reset. It is a long race here. So these guys could be opting to save that reset. So we got some Travis Browder fans in chat. GoDaddy Cobalt Verizon Cup Series. All right. Looks like Lee Ridge stays out there. He's got quite a bit of damage on that truck. Wow, I don't know if that would be a good thing to do or not. Yay. Not going to be very fast unless he stays tucked in on the bottom with somebody. I don't know. Going to be a lot of damage. Brian Pager captures a lap led. He's led the most right now with 2. Tommy Lee led the first one. It looks like Craig Hawkins has taken his truck behind the pit wall. No, I don't believe Travis did. He's back out on the track, but he did get some damage on that. Looks like maybe he used a reset. He'll fall to the back of the field. Tyler Stanley's back out. He'll be a lap down. Nathan Sylvia will be a lap down. All these guys get caught back up here, though. Travis still on the lead lap, so that's a good thing. Ah, cool. How is NASCAR 15? How is it compared to the iRacing? Guys, just to let you know, make sure you subscribe here. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, which we're not too far from that, just about 10 or 15 drivers or viewers. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be putting on a big event here at MaxSpeedTV, and it's going to involve racers on the track and people in chat, cash prizes given out. So make sure you do subscribe. I'll be asking trivia questions relating to racing, not iRacing, but real life racing, and whoever answers that question first and correctly could win some cash prizes. So make sure you do subscribe. Get your friends and family and all your relatives and cousins and friends and neighbors and everybody over here to subscribe to MaxSpeedTV so we can get that 1,000 subscribers and put on this big event. We're talking about Cadillacs at Atlanta, possibly, but I've got to do some testing on it and make sure that the car is suitable to run there. So, but that's kind of a go for right now. More details to follow on our Facebook page. If you check that out, facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. All right, lights off on the pace car. Everybody doubling up. We're going back green, folks. Well, you don't have to have iRacing, but you know, if you can join in the race that night, it'd be like I said, Cadillacs, which is one of the free cars. If you have the Atlanta track, which is, like I said, that's still up in the air. I'm not sure if that's the track we're going to choose, but it'll be something along them lines. We talked about maybe the Cadillacs at Chicagoland or Atlanta. I don't know yet. Like I said, I got to do some testing. But if you don't have that track or you don't have iRacing, join us in chat that night and answer them trivia questions correctly, and you could win some cash prizes. All right, going to be restarting here on taking lap number 7, folks. Long ways to go for these boys. Make sure you hit that like button too on the video. I always like to have, all the videos like to have them liked anyhow. All right, folks, here we go. Pace car's in. Waiting on that green flag. Brian Pager hits the throttle. Justin Michael in tow. And we have a green. Sanderson to the high side, up there by himself. Nobody to work with, has to duck to the bottom to stay in that draft. Johnny Smith. That's an awesome looking truck right there. Very patriotic. Red, white, and blue stars and stripes. Awesome paint job. Everybody following pretty much single file. Scott Brinson in that front 6 right there. Everybody looking for somebody to draft with right now. And he's trying to tuck right onto the bumper there of Donald Sadusky. Chris Boyle's bringing up a second duo here with Andrew Schulte. Oh, no, that's not Andrew. That would be the lap car there of Nathan Sylvia. Is it loud enough for you, or you want me to turn up the volume a little bit more on the cars? I can do that. Tommy Lee back here, 11th place, riding right now right behind Chris Mohall. And it looks like Chris pulls out to the outside Tries to get a run on David Bichon. Not going to happen just yet. Tyler Stanley in 16th place, riding behind Tommy Lee, waiting on that caution to get his lap back. Travis Browder back here, 12th place. Looking for a partner. Lee Ridge with that damage on that truck. I'll bet he's regretting now that he didn't use that reset. We got Craig Hawkins coming back off of pit road now. A lot of damage on that truck. Apparently elected not to use his reset. Probably a wise choice. He's going to be about 6 laps down. But Brian Pager still in the lead. Johnny Smith up on the high side trying to take that lead away. Working with Donald Sadusky up there. The whole pack pretty much right there together. Even some lap cars in there with them. Travis Browder, he is 7.2 seconds behind that group. So pretty much out there by himself right now. David Bichon in 7th. Well, let's see if Johnny Smith will lead that lap, folks. I believe, yes, he will lead that lap. So he'll get a valuable point for leading the lap. Drops to the bottom right in front of Brian Pager, dumping off Donald Sadusky up there. Donald now fending for himself. Him and Chris Mulhall hooking up together. Scott Brinson in 8th place. Chris Voiles 9th. Tommy Lee up to 10th. Hooking up with his teammate there, Tyler Stanley. Tyler a lap down, but he's hanging right with this group. "11 laps completed, taking lap number 12. Oh, Mulhall up to the high side. Don't think he meant to do that, but that opened the door for Tyler Stanley to slip in there. These guys going up the middle, him and Tommy Lee. Close racing here, folks, at 190 plus miles an hour. Tommy Lee up to 8th, hanging onto the back bumper there of the lap truck of Tyler Stanley. Brian Pager on the low line. Running in 4th place right now. Coming up on George Hendricks, started in the pit. Will go a lap down in 14th place. As Johnny Smith continues to lead on that low side. Brian Pager now back up underneath him in 2nd place. Oh, we got somebody hitting the wall there. And they're not going to save it. Chris Mulhall. I believe that's who that was. Yes, he will, but no caution. Wow, I can't hardly believe that did not bring out a caution. Pack's already starting to get split up here, folks, as Brian Pager goes back into the lead. Bringing Justin Michael right along with him. Them two duck to the bottom and retake the lead. Johnny Smith goes back to third. On the high side, we've got the lap truck there of Nathan Sylvia working with Donald Sadusky. Nah, it wasn't a big crash. Scott Brinson in sixth. These guys have pulled away from seventh place, Tommy Lee. David Bichon, eighth. Scott Sanderson passing up David Bichon, working with Chris Boyles. This guy's running about 12 seconds behind that leader. Travis does go up to 11th place, but he's still out there with no partner right now. And he's about a half a lap behind these guys, folks. A little more than a half a lap. Pager still in the lead. Guys dancing around pretty good back there. Sadusky for the lead. To the high side. And he drops it to the bottom. Right in front of Brian Pager, dumping off his teammate Andrew Schulte. I don't know if they're teammates or not, but dumped them off anyhow on that high side. Now Andrew working with Johnny Smith, trying to get a run. These guys are switching positions quite regularly here, folks. Yeah, not a huge field, 17 trucks. We've already got, looks like about 5 of them, 1 or more laps down already. Chris Mulhall just coming off pit road will be 15th, a couple laps down. Yeah, and Travis is even dropping further now, 37 seconds behind. When you don't have somebody to draft with, boy, that's what really happens. Andrew Schulte in the lead. Still has not led a lap yet, but coming around this time may get the lead. Yes, he does. Already almost a quarter of a way through the race here, folks. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. Go check it out and come back here. Tell me what you think of the website. You can watch the race there. Also, we have MaxSpeedTV 2. Robert Riley in charge of MaxSpeedTV 2. His broadcast. Right now we're trying to get him some more work, but he's doing quite well. He's having some family issues right now that he's taking care of, so he's off for a little bit. Scott Brinson to the high side. Working with Justin Michael. Coming up on lap traffic here, folks. Looks like, gosh, I can't even make out. I think that's George Hendricks, and they'll put him another lap down. Next one to go a lap down will be Travis Browder, and he's not that far ahead of these guys. He's blinking a little bit. You can look back and see the pack coming. He really does not want to go a lap down, but it's inevitable here, folks. You can see how fast he is going. Scott Brinson did lead that lap, by the way. He's doing 178, and the leader's doing 192. So it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Brinson captures that bonus point for leading a lap. Bringing Justin Michael with him. Yeah, we probably will have some. He's got to get back going here again. He's got to get going here again. He, like I said, he had a family member pass away, so he's off for a couple of days, but he will be back for MaxSpeedTV too. So, and yes, he is. We are looking for slots. Anybody that needs a race broadcasted. He has pretty much almost the same identical equipment that I'm running here. So the quality you're seeing here, he does the same thing. You can check him out on YouTube as well. MaxSpeedTV 2, the number 2. You can find him and subscribe to his channel too. So yeah, he'll be okay. He's just it's been pretty rough for him. So. Brinson back to the lead. Sadusky tried to get that lead away from Brinson, but could not clear him. Let's go back in the field here. Tommy Lee, 7th place. Still working with the lap down truck there of Tyler Stanley. Oh, Tommy gets down on the apron. Back a little further, Chris Boyles and Scott Sanderson working together. They've got David Bashan with them. Yeah, caution would help. It would catch his field up. There's no doubt about that. Nathan Sylvia running with this lead pack. 11th place, 1 lap down. If a caution would come out right now, he would be the wave by, providing he stayed out there on the track. Craig Hawkins falling into the tail end of that group, catching the draft. But he is about 8 laps down right now, folks. He goes up to the high side there to catch up to Travis Browder. Travis has joined that group. And he's still blinking. I can't stay on him if he's still blinking like that. Oh, Brinson. What happened to Brinson there? Trying to save it. Scott Brinson. Wow, what happened there? Now, Gary, if you could tell me what nights you could PM me or stop by my TeamSpeak, but PM me on iRacing, Rudy Cummings. Or Robert Riley, either one of us. Probably right now, the best you'd be best to get a hold of me right now, and I can probably give you an answer one way or the other. Donald Sadusky to the bottom takes over the lead. Go back here, Lee Ridge. If you remember, Lee had a lot of damage on his truck. Looks like his top speed's only about 171, 172 maybe a tick faster. 173. A lot of damage on that truck. Yeah, Rick helps me in the booth from time to time, but he's been really sick. He's got this nasty bug going around. My she's been deathly sick for about a week now with it, so. Well, he's still blinking. Whatever, I don't know, whatever his problem is, he's still blinking there, but. Well, these guys pulled away quite a ways from Scott Brinson. Now he's looking for a partner out here to dance with. And, wow, that's kind of unfortunate for him. It won't be long, though. Sanderson and company will be reeling him in. These guys running about 20 seconds behind the leader, but they're only about 7 seconds behind Scott Brinson. David Bachand in that group, Tommy Lee, Chris Voiles, all these guys here together. Tyler Stanley running in 13th, working with Tommy Lee there. And again, he's another one that's got some damage. He's all right in the draft, but if he gets out of that draft, he's gonna slow way down. Johnny Smith for the lead. These guys are switching leads up here like crazy, folks. Justin Michael for the lead. Can he hang on to it to lead a lap? Yes, he does. He leads a lap. First lap of the race for Justin Michael. They come up on Lee Ridge. Lee stays high, gives all the leaders the bottom line. Sadusky in third. Schulte fourth. Brian Pager fifth. They've got Nathan Sylvia working with that group right in there. He's the only one a lap down. I take that back. Travis Browder's a lap down too. Looks like Lee Ridge has taken his car behind the wall. Johnny Smith on the high side. Hoping he gets some help up there. Got Andrew Schulte and Brian Pager working with them, so 3 up there should be pretty fast. And there goes Travis Browder blinking again. If he got his internet fixed, I think I'd be calling the internet company and complaining about that. Schulte, 4th place. Well, Scott Brinson falls into the pack with these boys here. Hanging on to the back of Tommy Lee, it looks like. Tyler Stanley working with him now. Gets him caught up to the back bumper of Tommy Lee. Scott saves face there a little bit and gets caught back up to 9th. After that near collision there, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I seen that. Yeah, Lee Ridge hit the wall. Yeah. After these guys passed him, so thankfully it was after they passed. Chris Voiles working by himself, losing the draft of that group. Oh no. I think we're going to be looking at pit stops here before too long, folks. They've been out here 32 laps. Johnny Smith in charge. Yeah, caution would be ideal, but green flag racing is what these guys want. Oh, Sadusky catches the apron, and there's the caution. There's the caution that they needed. Okay, let's go back and take a look at this, folks. Sadusky into the wall. Okay, we're going to watch this from the far chase view. This is exactly what these guys wanted to see, I think. Looks like he may have got, no. Thought maybe he might have got chopped there, but nope. Andrew Schulte pulls up to try to get a little draft off of Craig Hawkins there. Comes back down the hill, 3 wide. Right there, it looks like he catches the apron. Donald Sadusky catching that dreaded apron. Man, loses it, comes up into the side of Brian Pager. That's going to upset Brian's truck. Oh no, Brian Pager and Nathan Sylvia are going to get into it. I'm thinking Travis must have slipped through. Boy, he's hard on the brakes right here, trying to steer clear of these guys. If he did get any damage, it's going to be ever so slight. So, wow, good piece of driving by Travis. All right, back up front here. These guys are ready to come to pit road, I'm sure. The whole field gets caught up. Wow. And here they come, folks. Everybody coming to pit road. I don't want that one. Now we'll see people take 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. What's everybody going to do? Oh, Brian Pager had to back up in his pit stall. One guy's taking 4. It could be a good call because then you might not have to take tires the rest of the race. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like Justin Michael will be our leader. Travis Browder, now he stays out, so it looks like Tyler Stanley stays out. He'll be back on the lead lap, I should say. Chris Voiles, he got the wave by. Chris Voiles coming off pit road. Nathan Sylvia ahead of the leaders. Travis Browder ahead of the leaders. So they will get the automatic iRacing wave by. But they're going to have to come to pit road and get fuel. Because it won't be too many more laps and they're going to need fuel. Let me see if I can get a word in here with Brian Pager. How's that?
4.
Brian Pager, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, it's been pretty good racing out there, Brian. You've led 10 laps tonight. How's your truck running?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I had that little incident there before yellow, and well, we got it repaired, and let's see what we can do here.
Well, a lot of very, very close racing up there. Caution come out that caught the whole field up. Going to be all together different now. So what do you got planned up? You got a teammate?
No, not really. Just kind of riding right now. It's such a long way to go. So I'm just kind of just sitting there riding.
10-4. Well, good luck, Brian, and work your way to the front, brother.
Thank you, Rudy.
Well, he will be on the lead lap. He's ahead of the leaders to get the iRacing way by, so he will be back on the lead lap. But he'll be at the tail end of the lead lap, but he's going to have to pit. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll keep an eye on that, though. But Justin Michael will be our leader. All right, there goes them guys on their way by. Scott Brinson stops. Last minute deal. That's a good deal. That's a good thing to do right there. But waiting to see if these guys are going to have to come around and pit, I would think. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Leader's coming up behind them. All right, going to be restarting on lap 38 here, folks. Yes, Travis is on the lead lap. Well, thanks, there go, Daddy. All right. Pace car heads for pit road. Justin Michael in command of this restart. Green, green, green. Everybody getting going here. Johnny Smith on the high side. Looks like he didn't get quite the start that he wanted to get on that high side, but we know that high sides can be fast. Number 70 there, David Bashan, drops to the bottom in behind Tommy Lee. Down the backstretch. Justin Michael, Scott Sanderson to the high side. Him and Tommy Lee working together. Where did Sanderson come from? Man, he slipped in there. I didn't even see him. He still has been denied of leading a lap, and he's still going to be denied. Coming to the line, going to be Justin Michael. Sanderson wants to get up there and lead a lap so bad he can taste it. Tommy Lee drifts up the hill. Johnny Smith working with him, looks like, or at least helping him a little. Brian Pager, 8th place. Chris Voiles back up in contention here, 7th place. It was good news for Tyler Stanley and Travis Browder. They're back on the lead lap, but they have not pitted. I'm just kind of wondering if they're hoping for a quick caution here and they'll get to come down pit road or what, but They're going to be short on fuel here before too much longer. I believe they can only get them maybe a couple more laps here, and they're going to have to pit. I may be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. Brinson gets caught up here. Sanderson still trying to work that high side. Him and Tommy Lee coming like a freight train on that high side. Justin Michael fighting back on the low line. We know that inside line's pretty fast in the turns, but on the straightaways. And you know what, guys? I think Sanderson's going to lead this lap. Or I guess he did lead the last one. Excuse me. He's going to lead this one too. Yes, he does. Now, as long as he stays there and doesn't dump off Tommy Lee, those two should keep going pretty good. Very cool, very cool. Good racing here, guys. This is awesome racing. Andrew Schulte pulls to the high side, making it 3 wide. Sanderson will have no part of that. Oh, we got one down in the grass. David Bashan, I'm trying to catch up with him, takes it down into the grass on the front stretch. Brings it back up onto the track safely, right behind Travis Browder. Good save. Sanderson still on that high side. As we go 3 wide down the backstretch, Andrew Schulte up the middle, working with Johnny Smith. Sanderson's going to have to tuck in behind Johnny Smith. Well, I don't know how many more laps he's going to be able to make it, but him and Nathan Sovia are going to have to pit soon. But Nathan well off the pace back here. All by himself, and he's dropping like a rock. Schulte just got a nose, well, about a truck length ahead of. Oh man, look at that. Look at the power move on that inside. Man, inside definitely got some power, but coming to the line, let's see if Schulte can lead another lap here. No, Justin Michael will lead that lap. Chris Mulhall to the inside. Schulte goes way up high. Wow, these guys are dancing around a lot. Sadusky for the lead. Bringing Chris Voiles with him. Brian Pager running in third. All right, well, have fun. That's cool. We can get them, all them subscribers. Oh, Sadusky into with Voiles. Oh, that's going to bring out a caution. That's going to be the big one, folks. Let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, wow. Don't know exactly what happened there, but we're going to check this out. Looks like Chris Voiles went to the outside right here. And I'm not sure exactly what happened. He got a pretty good run. Brian Pager right there with Sadusky. Voiles looks like he may have gotten really loose. Nope, he gets tapped in the rear. Did he or didn't he? No, I guess he didn't. He just come down the hill right into the side of Donald Sadusky. Chris Voiles doing that. Wow. Well, that collects a bunch of guys in it, folks. Now the question is, who saved them resets? Did anybody save them? We're about to find out here in just a couple of minutes. Lots of tore up trucks. All right. Brian Pager will be our leader as he made it through that. Scott Brinson second. Sanderson in third. David Bichon fourth. And Tyler Stanley fifth. But some of these guys, like I said, have got damage on their trucks. So we're going to see who's going to have to come down. See who saved those resets. Everybody heading for pit road. Oh, Brinson's staying out. Brinson's staying out. Let's check in with pit road here. Tyler Stanley had a backup in his pit stall. Some guys doing 4 tires, some guys doing none. Pager has to back up in his pit stall. Some guys just making it to their pit stall, so that's all right. Caution, they'll get caught up to the field. Tommy Lee changing all 4 tires. David Bichon away. Lots of guys sitting on pit road. Well, a couple more laps, folks. We're coming up on the halfway mark. Well, I don't know. We can go back and check on him. He looks to be okay. He's off pit road. Truck don't look beat up or nothing, so I would assume he's okay. Tommy Lee looks to be okay. Chris Voiles, now he probably used his reset on that, I'm assuming. We've got some guys that are on pit road that are not going to be able to get back out there, it doesn't look like. Justin Michael, Donald Sadusky. Craig Hawkins is back out. He's going to try to get one of his laps back. George Hendricks a lap down, coming to pit road. Jimmy Smith a lap down. He was involved in that wreck, so he's got a lot of damage. Looks like he's trying to come to pit road here and get some of that damage fixed up. Him and Andrew Schulte. Schulte's still on the lead lap, but he's trying to get as much damage as he can fixed up. Well, folks, make sure you give that video a thumbs up there. I don't see anybody giving the video a thumbs up. If you like the video, make sure you give it a like there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here. Like I said, we're going to be having a big event here since we reach 1,000 subscribers, and we're really close to it now. Alright, lights are off on the pace car. We're going back green, folks. Alright, here we go. Pace car's in. Brinson already on the throttle. And green, green, green. Sanderson ducks to the bottom. Getting that. Boy, he got a great run right there. To the high side, Scott Sanderson. We got the Scott and Scott show going on up in the front here. And we are at the halfway mark, folks. Lots of racing to come here on MaxSpeedTV. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night there for IWCR Gen 6 series. They take to Talladega tomorrow night, 10:45 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live for that, so make sure you tune in for that tomorrow night. That'll be an awesome race. David Bachand in second. Tommy Lee third. Justin Michaels back out there, but he is a couple laps down, folks. Brinson and Bachand. Tommy Lee. Them three up front, being pushed by the lap car of Justin Michael. Travis Browder up to 6th place, riding right behind Brian Pager. Tyler Stanley finally getting back on the lead lap. They pass up Donald Sadusky many laps down. Chris Boyle's 8th place. Pretty much losing the draft right now. Way back here, Andrew Schulte working with, looks like he's working with Nathan Sovia. And these guys are actually pretty slow here. But Nathan trying to help out Andrew Schulte. Sanderson in 4th. I think we need to ride along with somebody here. I bet we ride along with Tyler Stanley here for a minute and crank it up. Travis Browder, 6th place. Scott Sanderson back to 7th. Looks like Chris Mulhall and Donald Sadusky both have taken their trucks behind pit road, so we're down to 14 drivers left on the track. Last one, Craig Hawkins, 15th place. Here in another 4 laps, he'll pick up 1 position from Donald Sadusky. That'll put him in 14th. Brinson's still in the lead. Led the most laps so far. Tucked right on behind the lap down truck there of Justin Michael, which is a couple laps down right now. They will have to make one more pit stop though, folks. They cannot make it from here without stopping one more time for fuel. And that, I think we're going to probably see some of the guys try to short pit it, and some guys try to run it until all they got to do is stop and take a splash of gas and go. Me, I like to short pit, but you got to have a partner. You just got to have a partner. Tyler Stanley, 5th place. Tommy Lee looking to the outside. Is he going to get somebody to go up there with him? Looks like Craig Hawkins going to join him. And David Bichon. Trying to get that run on the high side. Travis Browder up to 4th. Oh, a little checking up there. Like Tommy Lee tried to come down in front of Justin Michael, but spotter said he was clear, but he wasn't. And now he comes down in front of him. Browder staying to the high side. Him and Craig Hawkins working together now. Browder trying to work his way to the front. Tommy Lee Back up to the high side. Boy, these guys dancing around a lot up here. What the heck was going on? Browder going by Tommy Lee. Browder up in the lead. David Bichon. Wow, these guys are racing like it's the last lap here, folks. Browder still has not led a lap on the high side. Bichon on the low side, tucked in behind the lap down truck of Justin Michael. Tommy Lee getting by Travis Browder, goes to the front of him. Drops it back down to the bottom. Right in front of Tyler Stanley. Oh, I got the hiccups. Excuse me. Brian Pager riding right here with these boys. We talked to Brian there a little bit ago, and he was doing what he could to try to keep his truck intact, make sure all the fenders stay good and clean. That's what it's going to take, folks. A little bit of a reprieve for Scott Sanderson as he was starting to fall off a little bit there. He lost the draft. Johnny Smith picking up and helping him get back up there to the group. Johnny running in 11th place. Won't be long, they're going to be coming up on lap. Well, they're all still on the lead lap, but these three working together right here. Chris Voiles, Andrew Schulte, and Nathan Sovia. And they're running about 33 seconds behind the leader right now. David Bichon. Browder to the high side. These guys switching up here. Browder back up front. He did get the lead that last lap, so he does get that valuable point for leading a lap. Race summary here. We've had 24 lead changes, folks. 3 cautions for 9 laps, so pretty good racing. Browder falls off a little bit. Bichon back up front. Brinson been hanging on right in 3rd place. I didn't even think Scott was going to race tonight. He was watching the football game. Said he might not make it in, but he made it. And here he is running in 3rd. I'll bet you he's going to be glad that he made it tonight. And Travis comes down in front of Justin Michael, the lap down vehicle. And that puts him in the lead for the win here. Possibly. 35 to go, coming to the line. They're still going to have to make one more pit stop, though. Justin Michael, 12th place, in between first and second. Second place, David Bashan. Brinson in third. Tommy Lee, fourth. Tyler Stanley, fifth. Brian Pager, sixth. Scott Sanderson, seventh. Chris Boyles in this group back here, eighth place. Andrew Schulte running in between them in ninth. Nathan Sylvia, 10th. Johnny Smith in 11th. Justin Michaels 12th. George Hendricks 13th, running with these guys. And Craig Hawkins 14th. We haven't even talked about George Hendricks. He started on pit road here, folks. And trying to stay with these guys and in hopes of getting his lap back and getting back on the lead lap. That would be awesome. I'd like to see everybody finish on the lead lap. That would be really great. Browder still up front. Down the backstretch with a little bit of a pull away from fourth place, Tommy Lee. Tommy, I don't know what happened, but boy, he's dropping a little there. Looks like he's backing up. Maybe to pick up Tyler Stanley. Drops it down to the bottom line in front of Tyler. He was running up there in about third or fourth spot. Well, he still is in fourth, but he was up a little closer to the front. Now he's back a little ways, so, Browder's still in command. Well, the one that's led the most laps tonight, Scott Brinson. Scott running in third place right now. He's led 14 laps so far tonight. Right now, Travis Browder has led 6. Like I said, and David Bashan, he led 4. Scott Brinson's led 14. Tommy Lee's led 3. Tyler Stanley, none. Brian Pager's led 11. Scott Sanderson has led 2. Chris Boyles hasn't led any. Andrew Schulte led 3. Nathan Sylvia hasn't led any. Johnny Smith led a 7 earlier. Justin Michael led 10 earlier. George Hendricks, none. And Craig Hawkins, none. Yeah, they're going to have to pit eventually. Some of them breaking away now. Scott Brinson coming to pit road. Looks like he may have Tommy Lee coming with him. Yeah, quite a few of them. Good call. Good call. They can make it from here to the end. Now let's see if any tires go on here, folks. Oh, Scott Brinson has to back up in his pit. That's not good. Always want to hit your marks perfectly. These guys here, I know they're in room together. These guys run together, race together. They're all friends. That's what it's going to take. Brinson looks like he may have got a speeding penalty. And maybe Tommy Lee did too. Oh boy, that's not good for them two. Brinson away. Tommy Lee away. Now waiting to see when Browder's going to come to pit road. They go by one more time. As those guys are just now coming off of pit road, they will get passed up. Tommy Lee and Scott Brinson. So that'll put them a lap down back in 10th and 11th place. Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh no, no caution on that, but oh man, sorry about that. I got all excited there. We got two into the wall. David Bashan, let's go see what happened while they're under green here. Holy smokes. Bashan comes up on Justin Michael. Oh, looks like he gave him the old tap in the rear there. Just had a good run. And both of them going to go into the inside wall. Now, Justin Michael was not on the lead lap, but David Bashan was. So that's going to be upsetting for both of these guys. Doggone. All right, back up live. Those guys come to pit road. Well, no caution, folks. But boy, we've got some guys that are way back there right now. Travis Browder is the only one up here in this group here, folks. This is wild here. The only one in that group that is challenging for the lead. Tyler Stanley in second place is 40 seconds behind him. But Travis is going to have to come to pit road here before long. Yeah, second place, Tyler Stanley in this group. Scott Sanderson, Brian Pager, them three working together. That's second, third, and fourth. Way back fifth place, Johnny Smith working with these guys, but he's going to have to come to pit road. Chris Boyles, Nathan Sylvia, Andrew Schulte. Now Tommy Lee back here all by himself, looking to see if looking for his teammate here, Scott Brinson, but Scott's way back. Still waiting to see when Travis is going to come to pit road. We're going to have 25 to go next time by, folks. 100 laps here tonight. This is a long race for these guys. Pit strategy's got to come into play somewhere. Still not coming to pit road. Oh, the 75 getting out of shape there. That 75 of Johnny Smith getting out of shape through the tri-oval. Almost wrecking it, but boy, he saved it. Browder, 40-second lead over Scott Sanderson, Brian Pager, and Tyler Stanley. But he is going to have to come to pit road. He's staying out there just as long as he can, so all he's got to do is take a splash and go and come back out the leader. Is he looking for somebody to pit with? Trying to talk Chris Boyles into pitting with him? Chris wants back on the lead lap. He's the first one to lap down. He wants back on that lead lap, so I don't know if he's going to want to pit with Travis or not. Maybe he'll talk somebody like George Hendricks to pit with him. George is a couple of laps down. George is tucking up underneath Travis now. We're still waiting to see when Travis is going to come to pit road. Sanderson, Pager, and these guys are reeling them in. They're down to under 39 seconds here behind them, folks, and clicking the time off. Front group just kind of like all over the place. Nobody really working together. Nobody staying in single file. So that's really costing Travis a lot of time out there. Yes, Travis does have the most laps led right now with 15. He does have the most. He's beat Scott Brinson by 1. I'll make that 2 now. Led 16. But he's going to have to pit. Thing of it is Sanderson and Pager and Tyler, these guys have already pitted. And they're chopping that time down. So we could be looking at potential, them three battling it up for the win here at the very end. Because Browder's going to have to pit. There's no way he can make it 21 more laps, I can assure you. Back here, Tommy Lee now starting to, looks like that's Andrew Schulte behind him. If those two could get hooked up, they could start reeling up. Scott Brinson's still trying to find somebody to hook up with. Hendricks in 11th. Browder has led 18 laps so far. Second place, Scott Sanderson now 37, less than 37 and a half seconds. I don't know if Travis could get in and off of pit road, even just taking a splash of gas and get out ahead of these two. And is he going to have a partner when he does that? That's going to be the whole thing in the nutshell. Well, I don't know if he's going to see a caution. This thing could go green the rest of the way. 19 to go, folks. The longer he waits, the closer them that second group is coming. They're down to 37 seconds. People getting by him right now and getting back on the lead lap as Johnny Smith, Nathan Sylvia, and Chris Boyles all get by. And here comes Travis. And he does have some help, so this is good. This is good. George Hendricks joining in with him and Craig Hawkins. So he'll have somebody to come off the pit road with now. Let's see if he can get in and off the pit road quickly here. Splash of gas and go. Oh, and he has to back up in his pit stall. That's costly. That's where we see mistakes happen and races won or lost on pit road, folks. They're coming back off the pit road now, but are they going to make it out ahead? Well, they're trying to get going here, and what the heck is he doing? And that's going to bring the caution out? Are you serious? Browder brings the caution out. What happened there? Let's go back and see this. He tries to get going, and I don't know what he did there. Spun the tires or something, and he tried to get it going and spun them again. And because he come up in front of Craig Hawkins, that brings the caution out. All right, well, he lost the lead, but Sanderson will be our leader now. Well, I'm going to see if I can get a word in here with... Let's see if we can get a word in with Chris Voiles. This is going to put him right up in contention of this. We'll wait till these guys get caught up here. Admin's all talking here and getting things sorted out. Maybe. Chris Voiles, you got a copy? In TeamSpeak, buddy.
Yeah, Rudy, what's going on, man?
Well, that kind of saved everybody there, that caution. Kind of a weird thing that happened there. Travis looks like he spun the tires coming off a pit road or something, trying to get out ahead of the leaders. But it puts you in good contention here for a possible win. You got enough to get up there.
Yeah, as long as I don't lose a draft. I've got enough. I got a good truck. Didn't get any practice with it, though, but I got a good truck.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait till you get off pit road here before I talk to you again, brother. Hold on. All right, well, looks like you're going to be restarting in fifth, inside line, maybe a preferred line here tonight, Chris. So how's your truck been running for you? I mean, I seen you'd lost the draft there earlier. What happened?
No, it's a little bit of checking up on restarts, things like that. It's just getting me behind, but I do all right when I keep up with the draft, and hope to be up there in the front, contending for a win here shortly.
Well, I'd like to see that Hardy's car in victory lane, man. That's a sharp-looking truck, I got to say. But we're going to be rooting for you, Chris. It's going to be a tough road. You got some pretty tough customers up ahead of you, but good luck for the rest of the race, man.
Thank you, Rudy. And just check out back spoiler out. You'll see MaxSpeedTV on here if it goes to the win.
I see that, brother. Thank you. All right, yeah, he wants us to check out the back of that truck. There you go, folks. MaxSpeedTV, one of the few drivers that we have out here that still run the MaxSpeedTV logo on their truck. So thank you, Chris, for doing that. Appreciate that very much. All right, let's run down through the restart order here. Scott Sanderson going to be starting in first as they get doubled. No, they're not doubling up yet. Sorry. Brian Pager will be second. Tyler Stanley third. Johnny Smith fourth. Chris Boyles fifth. Nathan Sylvia sixth. Travis Browder seventh. Tommy Lee restarting eighth. Scott Brinson ninth. Andrew Schulte 10th. And that's all on the lead lap. Now, George Hendricks has got all but one lap back. That's really, wow. Man, but he's still running good. That's good. He's kept his truck clean, and that's good. Justin Michael will be 12th, just coming off pit road. Craig Hawkins 13th, the last one out there. But he is many laps down. Looks like we're going to have about a 13-lap shootout here, folks. They should get the one to go here this time by. We'll watch and see if the lights go off on the pace car this time. I believe they will. And the next time by, we'll be going green. So 13 laps to finish this up. And yes, the lights go out. Okay, let's take a look at the summary here real quick. This is caution number 4. We've had 27 lead changes, folks. That's amazing. 4 cautions for 13 laps, and we've got 14 to go. Sanderson and Pager on the front row. Let's see what they got. This is going to be one heck of a battle to the end here, folks. Now's not the time for you to leave. This is when it gets good. It's going to be a great finish here. Might even see a photo finish here. I don't know. Could be interesting. Who's going to win it? Anybody want to take a guess at it? Anybody? All right, here we go, folks. Pace car makes that hard left turn down pit road. Sanderson, Pager on the throttle. Green, green, green. Pager hoping somebody from that high side gets caught up to him and helps him. Ducks it to the bottom behind Tyler Stanley. Pager for third. Chris Boyles fourth. Looks like Johnny Smith getting stuck on that high side by himself. Here comes Travis Browder up the high side. What a run he got. Man. Scott Brinson coming along with him. Sanderson leads yet another lap. Johnny Smith on the high side, pulling Travis Browder with him. Guy's getting a little shaky there. Scott Brinson on the back of him. Look at the guys on the high side trying to get a run. We've got lap trucks up there and everything, folks. Nathan Sylvia, 9th place. Browder almost goes to the high side. Hoping somebody to go up there with him, I'm sure. George Hendricks in 11th. Tommy Lee goes up to the high side. The high side seems to be moving now. Wow, close right there, folks. Sanderson, Johnny Smith. Sanderson, Johnny Smith. Who's going to get that? Johnny Smith led that lap. So the high side is moving. Sanderson back to the lead. On the bottom, Tyler Stanley, 2nd place. 10 laps to go, folks. Browder going back to 5th. These guys switching places here a lot. Riding along with Browder, you can see just how close he is. You can look right into the bed there of Johnny Smith's truck. Browder blinking again. Brinson right behind Browder. He's not blinking. Coming to 8 to go this time, folks. Sanderson with a pretty good run. If this was the last lap, I don't know who would win this, because here comes Johnny Smith. It would be Sanderson by a half a truck length. Wow. What a run down that front stretch. Browder pushing the crap out of him right now. Brinson back here at 6. Right behind Brian Pager. Andrew Schulte. These guys almost losing the draft here. Him and Nathan Sylvia have been working together for quite a while now. And if they're not careful, they're going to wind up losing that draft to that front pack. I know Schulte's got a lot of nose damage on that truck, which he's tried to get a lot of it fixed up there on pit stops, but might not be enough. Oh, Chris Boyle's out of shape. He caught that apron. Man, oh man, you got to watch that apron, Chris, there in the tri-oval. I'm not going to put the MaxSpeedTV truck in victory lane today, Chris, by doing that. Johnny Smith for the lead. Browder way up high. Up there in the 3rd lane as they go 3 wide. Everybody getting split up right now, it looks like. Brinson taking the high side, him and Tommy Lee. Let's see what they can do up there. Brinson for the lead. Tommy Lee second. And they clear, come down the line in front of Sanderson. Man, almost needed a shoehorn to get in there. As he says, like a glove. Fits like a glove. Johnny Smith goes back. He's on the high side working with Craig Hawkins. Craig lap down truck, several laps down, but he's been hanging right here with the leaders and doing real well. His truck seems to be good and clean. Not exactly sure how he got so many laps down, but he's back there. 5 laps to go, folks. Brinson in the lead. Sanderson trying to make a run on the high side, working with Tyler Stanley there. Tyler, looks like Tyler's, oh, we've got some wrecking going on, folks. Oh, no. And we have a caution. I'm not sure, but that could end the race. Let's see what we got here. Craig Hawkins involved in that. We'll go back and watch this from the far chase view, if I can find it. There we go. Let's see what happened here. Like Johnny Smith goes up high, and he just loses it up there. Right in front of Craig Hawkins. And Hawkins comes down the hill into Travis Browder. Browder could drive out of that, but Andrew Schulte gets into it. Keeps it off of Browder, looks like. Nope, Browder gets into him again, but I think Browder's going to drive through it, it looks like. Yes, he's going to drive through it. That could end the race right there, folks. We'll go here and watch and see what happened, but coming down to the end of this, a lot of guys on pit road. But that's going to put Scott Brinson in the lead. I cannot believe Travis drove out of that. That's some amazing driving. Sure, he's going to be back in 8th place, but it's better than the alternative being out or sitting on pit road. Looks like that ended Craig Hawkins' day. So Brinson will be our leader. Tommy Lee second. I don't know if they're going to get back green or not, folks. I'm not even going to call it here until I see this. We could wind up with a 1-lap shootout, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like Justin Michael gets one of his laps back. I'm not even going to talk to any of the drivers because these guys have got a lot to think about right now. If they go back green, what's going to happen up here in the front? Because you're going to have 10 people bidding for the win here. Well, maybe 8. 8 people bidding for the win, and I don't want to ruin their concentration. We're not going to talk to them. We're just going to wait and see what's going to happen here, and we'll talk to the top 3 at the end of the race. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to go back green. We're not going to go back green, folks, because the lights are still on with 2 to go. So it looks like it's going to finish just in that order. It's going to be Scott Brinson, Tommy Lee, and Brian Pager. The fans all on their feet, waiting to see how this is going to end, but I'm telling you, it's over. It's over, folks. Scott Brinson going to grab the win here tonight. Tommy Lee second, Brian Pager third, Sanderson fourth, Tyler Stanley fifth, Johnny Smith sixth, Travis Browder seventh, Chris Boyles eighth, Andrew Schulte ninth, George Hendricks 10th, Nathan Sylvia 11th, Justin Michael 12th, Craig Hawkins 13th, David Bashan 14th, Donald Sadusky 15th, Chris Mohall 16th, and Lee Ridge rounding out the field in 17th place. So that's going to do it, folks. Scott Brinson going to be our winner here with one more lap to go. Lights are, even if the lights went off, they're not going to go back green because this is the white flag lap right here. So the race is over. I like to officially wait until it is over before I talk to them because I don't want to. I have seen things happen here on last laps, not here, but in other races that I've broadcasted where somebody wasn't paying attention and caught the leader and wrecked him out and just, accidentally did it. It wasn't on purpose, but he said all the cars blinked out in front of him and there was no cars on the track. And when he come around, he just piled into a whole bunch of them. So well, I'm going to get Scott up here, and I'll start talking to him, but Scott Brinson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, buddy. How you doing tonight,
well,
Rudy?
I don't like to talk to you till you take that checkered flag. You know what happens, but
don't jinx me, Rudy.
I'm not.
My internet goes out, dude. I'm on a plane, brother. I ain't even kidding. I am on a freaking plane.
You hang around me too much, brother. That was good.
Woo!
Well, for somebody that was watching a football game, this is racing season. And you come in here late and you make it, you get hardly any practice, you bring it into Victor Lane. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And I got a funny story about that. I sincerely was not going to race. I was just going to watch the game. And with 2 minutes left in qualifying, I don't know what happened to DirecTV, but everything went out for all the local networks, so I lost the game. And I was like, man, that couldn't have been better timing. I didn't run one practice lap. I didn't qualify. I didn't do anything. I just jumped in here.
Holy smokes. Well, and you led the most laps, too, tonight. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You tied Travis Browder with the most laps led, 20 laps.
Right on. I was racing Browder in the place. It's very cool.
Man, that is awesome. Well, I'm good to see you in Victory Lane, man. That's really awesome. Let me get some of these other guys up here. Tommy Lee and Brian Pager. Let me get them up here. There's Tommy and let's see, Brian Pager. So, well, you guys were all teammates out there racing together, and you bring home 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty amazing in itself. But tell me how you managed to get to the lead, Scott.
Well, it's kind of funny. It kind of happened just like how I wound up in the race. It was all last kind of second. Tommy pulled out because I got hung out because Browder was blinking and had to pull out. So I thought I was done. And as it turned out, Tommy gave me a big old shove to the front at the right time. The caution came out, and it pays to be lucky tonight.
I'm telling you. Well, congrats and go burn them down, brother. You deserve it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I was telling him in the race room, somebody to monkey off my back.
There you go. All right. Congrats.
I want to send out some thanks here, Rudy.
Okay.
First off, I want to give a big shout out to number 41, Tommy Lee, for that big old shove, man, and for taking that chance and pulling out on the outside there at the right time, dude. I appreciate that. And shout out to Brian Pager for finishing third. Great job tonight for you guys' podiums. Scott Sanderson, Tyler Stanley, everybody I raced with tonight, Justin Michael. It was fun. Thanks for letting me come in there and sit and team speak with you. Also want to thank my girlfriend, Jamie Lynn, my mom, and anybody else I know that tunes in. And, of course, you, Rudy. Can't forget you, buddy. Finally, man. Finally.
Yeah. You got that monkey off your back.
Hell yeah, man. I'm going to go open a cold one. You know me. I'm not much of a drinker, but tonight is a special occasion.
There you go. Well, go have fun.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Tommy Lee, you got a copy.
What's going on, Rudy?
Well, tell me about them last laps. If it would have went green the rest of the way, what was going to happen up there in the front?
Well, I don't exactly know. Start off that last green flag pit stop. Me and Brenton both got knocked for speeding. I had had the brakes on, and it started to kick sideways, so I had to get off the brakes to keep from spinning it out, and got caught speeding. So it kind of worked out really good for us. Last few laps, I couldn't tell you. I know the 51 pushed the 75 out front, which none of the guys on the inside line were working with the 75, so he wasn't going to get any help. Rounder had to drop back, so I jumped in behind Brenton, was able to get clear of all of them, and I was on defense at that point in time. I was going to do what I could to make sure that if I didn't win it, then Brenton was going to win it, just trying to get put in the position to be up there. All in all, I mean, it was pretty good race.
Well, I did catch that I seen Scott sitting there on pit road, and I thought, oh no, he got nailed for speeding. And then the next thing I know, I looked and I seen you sitting there, and I thought, oh man, well, it couldn't have worked out any more perfect because both of you come off pit road together, got teamed back up. And I know you had a little bit of a lead on him, but he used some lap traffic to get caught back up to you. And man, you guys hooked up together, and you stayed there, and that's what it takes. So congratulations on second place tonight, Tommy.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you.
Anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, Kerry and Sean, the guys over here that put on the league, doing a great job like normal. You for doing the broadcast. I had it on tonight. Everything looked great on it from what I can see. Looks like I'm the only person that left a like, which everybody that watched this, you should be very ashamed of yourself. It takes a half a millisecond to click that thumbs up. Go over there and click it or else you can't come back. Big congratulations to Scott Brenton there for bringing the W home. Teammates Brian Pager third. Scott Sanderson in fourth, Tyler Stanley fifth. Tough break for Justin Michael. I know he was down there working with us. He got caught up in some unfortunate circumstances earlier. And also want to give a big shout out and remembrance to all of the firefighters, EMS, and police that we lost on 9/11. Here in about an hour it'll be actually about 12 hours from now is when everything started. So just keep all their families in your thoughts and prayers. And other than that, it was a good night.
All right, Tommy, thanks and congrats. Go celebrate, man. Good job.
Thanks, Rudy.
Brian Pager, you got a copy.
Yeah, Rudy, I got a copy.
Well, you led 11 laps tonight. Brian, you had a good run, finished third, put the Grizzly truck in third place, so you had it just in the right position at the right time. Now, I was talking to Tommy, if it would have stayed green, what his plans were. Did you have anything worked out with anybody out there, what you were planning on doing if it would have went green the rest of the way?
Yeah, we had a pit strategy going on, a little later in the race there, up with Tommy Lee and Scott Sanderson and Tyler Stanley and Brinson and I can't remember the other fellow's name there, but we all kind of hooked up there, and we figure we'll do a nice get a pit stop, and that way we'll kind of maybe get a run on everybody else. It was working great until that caution come out and bunched everybody up again. But we were sitting pretty for a win there for sure at the end, but it didn't work out.
Well, I'm really glad to see you up there in the top 3, Brian. It was a great run for you. So, you know, just a very tough race. You know, I mean, is it anybody could win this coming down to the end of it? You know, when you guys are all bunched up together like that, so anybody could win it, but you still bring it home third. So, congratulations to you. Anybody you want to thank or shout out to?
Oh yeah, Rudy. I'd like to thank the admins, the league. Appreciate them putting this on, and I'd like to thank Stanley and Scott Sanderson, Tommy Lee for running with me there and try to get us all up to the front. And thank you for the for putting on the broadcast there.
All right. Okay. Thanks for talking with us there, guys, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, folks, let's run down through the results here real quick, and we'll get the heck out of here. Scott Brinson coming home the winner here tonight. Tommy Lee in second. Brian Pager third. Scott Sanderson fourth. Tyler Stanley fifth. Johnny Smith sixth. Travis Browder finishing seventh. Chris Voiles eighth. Andrew Schulte ninth. And George Hendricks in 10th. Justin Michael 11th, Nathan Sylvia 12th, Craig Hawkins 13th, David Bashan 14th, Donald Sadusky 15th, Chris Mulhall 16th, and Lee Ridge rounding out the field in 17th place. So again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Scott Brinson, for the Maximum Velocity League. Thanks for watching here tonight, folks. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for IWCR Gen 6 Series here at Talladega as well. 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time we will be going live. So again, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button on the video, that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for the big event coming up here and when we reach 1,000 subscribers. So until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.